So just want to update you on the progress of our Z. We finally got the motor out, which you saw in the last video, and we've been slowly taking out everything in the engine bay so we get this thing ready for paint. I didn't actually film every single step of it. It was pretty tedious. Took what, like, it's been like 2-3 weeks maybe since we pulled the engine. Took a couple weeks of just like taking out this, taking out that. Basically took every single thing out. So I'll show you the different stages. What I did, basically what I did was just pulled every single thing out. I cleaned the hell out of the engine bay, and then I also tried to clean up as much grime. Tried to prep the engine bay as best as I could for the painters. What do you think, John?
We also clean up some of that rust with the white paste stuff, and
Rust remover, or like rust inhibitor.
And sanded that like black grime stuff down. That was on some of the stuff.
So what I'll do is I'll stick a few shots of what the engine bay looks stage by stage, so you can see what that looks like. Alright, so here's the engine bay power washed. Right, tried to clean it up as good as I could. I think it came out pretty good. Highly recommend that after you spray the engine bay with water, you hit any of the wire plugs with this stuff right here. It'll clean it out. So. Alright, so as you can see, we pulled out every single thing out of this engine bay that we could get to. I did leave a couple things. These brackets right here that hold the suspension in. So, and this part that holds the cradle in. Left those in. Honestly, I'm not too worried about if they paint over those or these pieces in the back. And then also, I left the steering in so that way we could get it onto the tow truck or whatever. If you look back here, there's a huge wire harness. You have to actually pull the fenders off to get this wire harness out. So what I did was I just taped it up and pulled it out of the way. I think they're going to be able to paint it pretty decently. I think they'll be able to paint it pretty decently without actually pulling it, as long as they tape it up and everything. Somebody in the comments on one of our last videos asked why we're painting the engine bay. And Jonah, if you can, come around like to this angle. So inside the engine bay, there's like this black crust right here. I don't know exactly what this stuff is. I think it has something to do with like some kind of coating that's put on the engine bay to keep. Here's another piece of it too right here that you can kind of see. And I think it's like some type of coating they put on the engine bay to keep it from rusting. I tried using acetone to get it off. I've tried scrubbing. I've tried all kinds of stuff, and nothing worked. So sanding it took some of it off, but it wasn't very easy. So I think painting this engine bay, they can sand all this crap off, repaint it. It'll make it look nice and smooth and beautiful again. I think it'll be pretty. So looking right here, you can see we had some rust up underneath the battery box. I'm going to ask them to fix that rust right there. We put some rust inhibitor on it to hopefully slow it down a little bit. And then also right here, you can see there's a little bit of rust. We put some stuff here too. So I'm going to ask them to clean that up for us. So really, you know, I'm just trying to get this engine bay painted so that way when we drop the motor back in, it looks all beautiful and pretty. So
we did actually end up selling the motor for the engine to this cool dude named Wally. He's from New York, and we wish we could have hung out with him more when he came down, but we were actually on our way to North Carolina to pick up the exhaust for the Supra. So yeah, we'll put a picture of him. Pretty cool dude. Yeah.
And if you haven't checked out that video of a titanium exhaust installed on a Supra, make sure you check it out. Alright, so that's all for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was just like a, kind of give you a quick update, let you know what's going on with the Nissan 300ZX. We did get the motor back, so got the motor back from the machine shop. There's a little sneak peek at the block. And then all these boxes are the other parts, so completely rebuilt heads, bored out sleeves, all brand new pistons and rods, all that stuff. So hopefully soon we'll be rebuilding that motor, hopefully within the next month or so. So make sure, if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned.